Good evening, everyone. I'm Stewart, Republican candidate for the United States Senate. Today, in the House of Representatives, unfortunately, a lot of cowardly Republicans passed what is pretty much amounts to a Democratic budget. Call it an omnibus bill. It contains a lot of other stuff in there besides the bill. Let me tell you what it funds. It funds Obamacare. It does not defund Obamacare. It funds sanctuary cities. It funds Planned Parenthood. It funds new gun control efforts, and it funds a pet project of Senator Schumer's. Folks, that is not a Republican budget. That is not a Republican bill. It is certainly not a Republican omnibus bill. In fact, this is President Obama's dream bill. So why is it that Republicans in the House of Representatives and apparently Mitch McConnell in the United States Senate and several Republican senators are on the verge of approving this Democrat bill? It really comes down to one thing: lack of guts, no courage. That is what we have in the Republican Party today. That is what, why is it that it's always the Republicans who are giving in? Why is it that the Democrats are always able to shove around the Republicans? That is what people are sick and tired of. Politics as usual in Washington, D.C. And it's not just in Washington. It's affected other Republicans across the country in state legislatures. Just a few weeks ago in my home state here of Virginia, Republicans in the House of Delegates passed an expansion of Medicaid under Obamacare. Republicans have no guts. Let me tell you something. My favorite book in politics is this one right here. Profiles in Courage. This is something that very few politicians in Washington, especially Republicans, they don't have. They don't have it. All it takes is a little bit of pressure from the mainstream media, from Democrats and establishment Republicans, and they just fold. And that is what they've done. So there's a lot of frustration out there. We have a lot of people who voted, came out and never were active in politics before in 2016. And they voted for a change in Washington. That is why they voted for President Trump. They don't like politics as usual. This must end. I want to let you know something. When I am elected to the United States Senate, one of the first things I will do in my official capacity in the United States Senate is ask for the resignation of Mitch McConnell as the Senate Majority Leader. This guy, you would think that this was an invasion of the body snatchers. He behaves like a Democrat, he favors Democrats, and now he's pushing through a Democrat omnibus bill. I don't know about the rest of you, but let me tell you this, and I'm going to get some criticism of this. Don't ever give a single dollar to the Republican National Committee. Don't ever give another dollar to the Republican National Senatorial Committee, which is controlled by Senator Cory Gardner, a rhino out of the state of Colorado, and Mitch McConnell. Give them no money. And pay attention to the Republican primaries coming up. Here in Virginia, we've got one coming up. The establishment hates my guts, but we have races all across the country. Vote for Republicans. Go and vote in the Republican primaries. Vote out Republican incumbents who are not going to be supporting President Trump. Vote out Republicans who all they want to do is get elected and they don't care about principles. Vote them out of office. Make sure they don't get past the Republican nomination process. You know why? Because at the end of the day, a Republican who behaves and votes like a Democrat is no better than a Democrat. In fact, it's even worse. You have to wonder, why are Republicans taking a beating across the country? Now, let me tell you why. Because there's a lot of Republican voters who just say, what's the difference? They're acting, they're behaving like Democrats anyway. President Trump, I ask you this. Stay true to the message. Stay true to the message that you delivered to the United States, to American citizens, over 60 million of them who voted for you. We need to build the wall. We need to defund Obamacare. We need to defund Planned Parenthood. We need to defund sanctuary cities. We need to prosecute those mayors and governors who declare themselves and declare their jurisdictions as sanctuary cities. We need to do this, and we have to stop any mechanism to control law-abiding Americans' Second Amendment rights. That is not right. The end to our problems in our schools and these school shootings, the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Gun control does not work. This bill could not possibly be worse. Let me make this very, very clear. Our fight is not just with Democrats, ladies and gentlemen. It is with people within our own party who are behaving like Democrats. Let's take back our party. Let's take back our country. Let's take back Virginia. I would appreciate your vote on June the 12th here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And let's take back the United States of America. God bless each and every one of you.